Hello children, welcome back. So can you identify who are they? They are the different ministers, different people who rule on us, to whom we choose. They are our leaders. As India is a democratic country, it's a to the people, for the people, by the people. So, in this chapter, we'll be studying about the political theory and introduction. What is political theory basically? The political theory is how we govern ourselves. What are the theoretical? So, these are all the political theorists who has given introduction. So, basically, what is politics? See children, different people have a different definition for the politics. Few say we choose our leader, few say government rules us, few says they make a law and orders, few says they check the citizens. So different people have a different definition, and hence we have a conflicting images of the word politics. So children, what do you think? Is it something which is undesirable or which we need in order to make a better world? So as per you, what do you think? What is politics? So there are two terms always. One is negative and another one is positive. So in a negative, we can say where a person follows his own interest at the cost of public. That is called the negative way of politics. And whereas positive way, where the people they resolve conflict and allow the equal distribution of resources, so that we can have a fair society, we can have a equality in our society, we ensure that there is a no discrimination. So once again I'm repeating, there are two ways of politics. One is negative, another one is positive. In negative, only when the person follows his own interest at the cost of public, and the positive where the conflicts and allow equal distribution of the resources, so that we can have a fair society. So now, what is politics? Politics is a process from through what has to be done. It is a mathematical calculation as well, like what is the population, how many people have to be elected, whether it has to be elected through FPTP or PR, or it is a geographical area also. This area, this person will be ruling this area, this boundaries from this state to this place, and it's a scientific method as well. So there are different important thinkers who think about the politics. We talk about Aristotle. He speaks on the democracy as well as on the monarchy. See, democracy, it's a to the people, for the people, by the people, and monarchy where the single person is dominating, where we can say the king rule is there. Then next we can talk about the Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi has given the Hind Swaraj, and another one B.R. Ambedkar. We all know he has fought against the discrimination. There are number of political thinkers. Socrates, he speaks about the justice. He says justice is a politics. Everybody should get the justice. And whereas the Rousseau says if everybody is given the freedom, so then that is the politics. Karl Marx says the equality. If everybody is equal, there is a fair society, there is a no discrimination. So that is called the politics as per him. See now, in our Constitution of India, in our preamble, you can see in your book in the front page, it consists of freedom. People should be given freedom. People should be given equality. People should be given fundamental rights. There should not be untouchability. and then there are directive principles of state policies as well. So these fundamental rights already you have studied in the first chapter of another book, abolishes untouchability as well, and the directive principle. So the freedom and equality will be studying in detail in our next chapters. So now if we talk about, already I had explained you about the Hind Swaraj, who has wrote the book Hind Swaraj. This. So now what is politics actually? What is the importance of politics? Why do we study the politics? So basically politics is an integral part of a society. Without the politics, society cannot be. And none of the society, if we talk about your home also, there is a politics between your mothers, between your fathers, between your brothers, between your sisters. So no society can exist without some form of a political organization and collective decision making. How collective decision making, right from the ground level to till the president of the country. So government is one such form of an institution which is very, very important. It includes all the economic policies, education policies, foreign policies, which helps in betterment of lives of the people. So then, who first argued for freedom as a fundamental right of humankind? This also I've explained you. Then political theory. What are the branches of political theory? So basically the political theory, it deals with the ideas and principles which shape the constitution, which shape the government, which shape the social life of each and every individual in a systematic manner. That is called the political theory. And then it gives us the meaning, what is freedom, how much freedom is necessary, what is positive freedom, what is negative freedom, equality, how the people, how the society should be equal, how much equality should be given, justice, how people should be given justice, and then the democracy, secularism, and all these things are cleared in the political theory. So why do we need the political theory? See, we need the political theory to shape our society. How should our society be? Who should rule us? Should there be a ruler or not? How should the problem in our society to be dealt? For example, poverty, unemployment, violence, pollution. What kind of education to be provided to us? How can we bring equality and respect in the society? So then who is the politician in this? Mahatma Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, or Karl Marx? So why do we study in political theory? Basically the ideas and values are given from that propagated by the different people to make our society. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, he spoke on non-violence and satyagraha to bring a peace. Then B.R. Ambedkar, he spoke on equal rights for the deprived sections, for Dalits, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes. Every individual is equal. And he says caste has no role to play in the politics. He was against the untouchability. So now what is the significance of political theory? So basically the critically evaluates value which are a part of our freedom, equality and justice. To have a basic knowledge of political ideas and institutions, that is what we have to study political theory. It shapes our opinions and argue in an informed manner ki how it has to be, whether existing institutions are educated or not, how it has to be, and it trains individual to think rationally about the political questions. So now tell me, what is the significance of political theory? There does not include the make system democratic, Political theory shapes our opinion. Theory is important for our syllabus. Think rationally. See, now we need political theory because there are a restriction on freedom in form of discrimination based on caste, gender, religion and region. So these to be removed. Poverty and unemployment is also there. We have to deal with poverty and unemployment, so we should know ki what is the this thing political theory into practice. Then some are privileged while others are deprived from the necessity. So to bring freedom and equality to all sections, we require a political theory. So now what is politics? Who are all the important thinkers we have studied? What was there in the preamble? Why should we study? So these are all things we have studied. What is the scope of that? Thank you.